President Trump declares victory over globalists and the deep state at CPAC 2025. President Trump reveals one of the things that made him run again in 2024. President Donald Trump took the stage at CPAC on Saturday. During his remarks, he discussed what drove him back on the campaign trail to run for president again in 2024.
I couldn't stand it. Don't get angry. Donald, don't get angry, please. I couldn't stand it. Watching these people come in from jails and mental institutions and the worst criminals in the street, gang members being dropped off in buses and bussed into our country. I couldn't stand it. So I said, I'm going to run for president again. And now we don't have that problem. Now we don't have that problem anymore. We don't have that problem anymore.
And he put his life on the line by doing so. That is for sure. They tried to kill him multiple times. But not only Donald Trump felt that way, the entire country did. 77 million plus did. And that's exactly how and why he won this last election. President Trump also took direct aim at the deep state, globalists, and fraudsters that are anti-American that want to burn this country down to the ground. He has officially declared victory over every single one of them.
The fraudsters, liars, cheaters, globalists, and deep state bureaucrats are being sent packing. The illegal alien criminals are being sent home. We're draining the swamp and we're restoring government by the people, for the people. For years, Washington was controlled by a sinister group of radical left Marxists, warmongers, and corrupt special interests who drained our wealth, attacked our liberties, obliterated our borders, and sucked our country dry. Not any longer. The fraudsters, liars, cheaters, globalists, and deep state bureaucrats are being sent packing. The illegal alien criminals are being sent home. We're draining the swamp and we're restoring government by the people, for the people. For years, Washington was controlled by a sinister group of radical left Marxists, warmongers, and corrupt special interests who drained our wealth, attacked our liberties, obliterated our borders, and sucked our country dry. Not any longer.
And that's absolutely correct. These deep state operatives, New World Order globalists, they only had one agenda in mind for you. That's to steal, kill, and destroy. There's a reason why we were all designated as right-wing domestic terrorists. There's a reason why they called all of us so-called threats to democracy, while neutralizing our republic, our constitutional values, all at the same time. Because that was the end game. And they're still out there, and they must be dealt with legally and lawfully, or else they'll be back. President Trump also took aim at the fake news dying media. I think that's the more appropriate title for these people now, is the fake news dying media, because they're so unpopular at this point. President Trump nuked them too.
I watch this MSNBC, which is a threat to democracy, actually. They're stone cold mean, but they're stuttering. They're all screwed up. They're all mentally screwed up. They don't know what. Their ratings have gone down the tubes. I don't even talk about CNN. CNN's sort of like, I don't know, they're pathetic, actually. But MSNBC was mean. Their ratings are absolutely down. There's Rachel Maddow. What does she have? She's got nothing. Nothing. She took a sabbatical where she worked one day a week. They paid her a lot of money. She gets no ratings. I should go against her in the ratings because I'll tell you, she gets no ratings. All she does is to talk about Trump, 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 Trump. All different subjects. Trump this, Trump that. But these people are really, they lie.
Trump is right. Keyword, lie. The American people are fed up with being lied to. The American people are waking up to your psyops. The American people are no longer tolerating a bunch of fake news talking heads, multimillionaires that are anti-American DEI hires. We're not doing that anymore. The American people just simply want information. The American people just simply want the news. What the American people do not want any longer is to be told what to think, how to think, what we should believe. We don't need these so-called fact checkers and mainstream fake news to think for us. President Trump also declared the death of DEI at CPAC 2025.
I've ended all of the so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion programs across the entire federal government and the private sector, and notified every single government DEI officer that their job has been deleted. They're gone. They're fired. You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
And that is absolutely correct. DEI is destruction. It's not go woke, go broke. It's go woke and you're going to die. You do not want these incompetent DEI hires in some very, very important positions in life, everywhere. Because this could mean your life. Actually, I take that back. It will mean your life. President Trump also declared war against any fraudsters out there that are attempting to take advantage of the Social Security system, which Doge has been uncovering lately.
Under our administration, there will be no tolerance for Social Security fraud. We will not allow anyone to cheat our seniors, and those who will do that will be prosecuted by Pam, Bondi, and others. Under our administration, there will be no tolerance for Social Security fraud. We will not allow anyone to cheat our seniors, and those who will do that will be prosecuted by Pam, Bondi, and others.
Well, there you have it. The confirmation. Prosecutions are coming. President Trump also took aim at open border globalist politicians that advocate to keep our borders open in order to enable the replacement migration agenda.
After years of politicians using our military to defend foreign borders while leaving our country defenseless and helpless, we deployed a group of people, active duty troops, to defend our border and repel the invasion of our country. This was an invasion. You know, we had a great first term, a really great first term, and I called it an invasion. And we had great numbers, but now we have the best numbers we've ever had. We've never had numbers like this. We've done it all in 4 weeks. Think of it. That was Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, the whole group. When day one, I ended the catch and release. I reinstated remain in Mexico when I signed an order that will end birthright citizenship for the children of illegal aliens.
Securing the southern border was at the top of the list for many voters in 2024. Not only because illegal aliens pose a threat to the lives of innocent Americans, which is important, but also these illegal aliens that are being imported from all over the world are here to replace us. President Trump also addressed the audience at CPAC by declaring that the United States has achieved the great liberation of America.
We fought through hell together, but in the end, we achieved the great liberation of America. We're liberating our country right now.
President Trump also decided to take aim at his old opponent, Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe. Got to stay with Crooked. He had one ability that I didn't have. He could do something that I couldn't do. I don't say that because he was a horrible golfer. Remember, he challenged me during the debate to a golf match? He said, I'm a 6 handicap. I said, you're not a 36 handicap. He said, he's a 6. And then he said, well, I'm 8. Remember? I said, that was quick. Picked up 2 strokes. He said, no, I'm an 8. But he's not a 36 handicap. But he had one ability that was amazing. He could go with cameras on him, television, fake news on him, probably because he knows they wouldn't cover it badly. You know, they covered him as well as you can cover him. How the hell can you cover the guy well? But he had this incredible ability. He could barely walk in the sand. Somebody thought he looked great in a bathing suit. And he'd walk in the sand pulling a thing that weighed about 6 ounces. You know those aluminum? See, aluminum's very good. It's meant for children and very old people to lift, right? So he would put it down, and he'd put it down, and he'd fall into it, and he'd immediately fall asleep in front of the media. I could never do that. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I could never do it. No, he was Sleepy Joe, but he was crooked as hell. You know, there's no question. He was a sleepy, crooked guy. Terrible, terrible president. He was the worst president in the history of our country. I don't care. I'll say it. Jimmy Carter passed away recently, and he passed away a happy man. He was a happy man when he passed away because he said that it's not even close. Joe was the worst, and believe me, I have to clean up the mess. I'm cleaning up the mess, and it is a mess on the border with inflation. Could go over every single thing he touched turned to shit, okay? Everything. It's true.
Well, there you have it. The president that tells it like it is. President Donald J. Trump that does not accept any mediocre performance. If we're truly going to make America great again, we need a president that's going to make America great again. We have that now. I guess we can say the greatest thing to come out of the past 4 years of sleepy Joe Biden is that it brought us the greatest president of all time in U.S. history, President Donald J. Trump, back in the White House. My name is Drew Hernandez for the Gateway Pundit, and you have been on watch with Drew Hernandez. I'll see you guys on the next one.